And that's what I try to explain to people. I say my team is myself and Nancy and Bill Jamison. So they're a husband and wife team. And
which the whole team is
phenomenal.
Wonderful people, yes.
So they've been doing it over 20 years in Atlanta. So when I got the opportunity to be a part of their team, that was huge for me to just, now I've got some solidity here and I've got some people that can really like help me move the needle. And that's been the case. But we all come from a space of beingness where it's not about how much is the commission on this one, or is it even worth me doing because I'm not going to make much, or those kind of questions, they just don't exist for us. It's not about how far can we make this? Let's get them in this house so we can get this done and get this closed so we get that number in by this month. Like, we just don't do business that way. And I've never done business that way in any category. But this in particular, because it's such a heart space that you're coming from anyway, it's always from contribution for us. For example, I got introduced to this couple, and they were having some trouble because they were having some trouble with their landlord. So they're renting, right? And this friend's like, I wish my real estate friend was here. And I happened to walk in, and she's like, oh my gosh. So I said, oh, send me your lease. I'll take a look, and I'll try to give you some advice about how to respond and see if you can get this thing fixed.
Yeah.
And so, no problem. Like, I'm not even showing them anything. They're renting, right? We're not even in a place but I know that the possibility's there, but it didn't matter to me. Like, it was about helping them. And then whatever came of that. So it's the way you're coming with the energy of it and who you're being. So if you get away from it being about money and it's all about service, then you're in a whole different space around it. Your brain's going to come from a different place. Who you're being is going to come from a different place. So it really, for me, is long-term relationship. It's full connection, because I truly believe we're here to connect. I mean, absolutely. I believe that's why we have come to choose a physical experience as a human, right? Because we could stay in heaven if we want, but we choose to come and have these physical experiences. And if we're going to do that, it's all about connecting.
Yeah.
Why else would you be here?
Well, and that further pushes you towards your goal of being essentially that family's lifelong realtor, right? Because you did right by 1, 2, and 3. The history of that just continues on.
Right.
Where, versus if it's just a deal, it's just, a
Correct.
one-off, then that's how your client's going to view that.
Right. And there's also the space around it too. Like, I'm going to be truthful with you. So if I'm concerned that even though you're going to make your own choices and you're going to buy the house you want, I'm never going to tell you what to do. But at the same time, I'm also going to always be there, like, making sure that you're thinking about all of what you need to think about and that you're covering all your bases so that you're going to be satisfied in your situation. Because that's my job. My job isn't my commission check. My job isn't to make sure I get another set of keys turned over. My job is that you find a home where your home is happy.
Yeah. Well, so for me, that leads into this transformation piece that I definitely wanted to dive in, because I think you exude confidence. And you're probably thinking, well, that's because of this work that I've done on self.
No, I appreciate it, because there's lots of times I don't feel that at times.
Well, I feel like you exude that, though, and to me, that's one of the most attractive things about someone.
Thank you.
And that's in anything, right? That could be who I want to do business with, who I want to do life with, like the fact that you're confident, and there is a fine line between confidence and arrogance, right? Like,
yes,
you can walk in a room and you're sure of what you do, knowing the fact that someone may ask a question that you don't know the answer about. But the difference between the two is a confident person can say, I don't know the answer, but I'm sure going to find it for you.
Right.
And so, again, just seeing you interact and the moments that I've shared with you, that's how I feel.